Hi everybody, welcome back to my studio. It's just been crazy busy. I've been getting ready to hang my stuff in the coffee shop and doing some commission pours and trying to get some videos edited, and it just seems like forever since I've actually been in the studio to create, and you can't tell that behind me. I've got piles and stacks and things, but right now what I want to do is work in my quickfire quote journal, and this is the perfect solution to our complaint that we don't have enough time to art journal. I've kind of taken this apart and given you steps to set yourself up doing little bits ahead of time so that when you have 15 minutes, half an hour, you can sit down and actually finish a page, because you've invested little bits of time here and there, and you now have, several of the steps have been already done. So it's a little bit simpler for you. So in the last video, I talked about creating this possibility packet. And what's in here is I simply pulled possibilities for my next 3-4 week theme, which is perseverance, in my quote journal. You can do the same thing for any theme, anything that you're working on. If you're doing fish or springtime or seasons or whatever's inspiring you at that time, it's just create the possibility packet. And I'll put the link in the iCard. I think it's going to be on this side. I don't know. Look for the little I, and it'll show you how I went through the process of creating the possibility package, which I am going to now use to do all the pages in this month's theme. Make sense? Okay, so I'm going to put the camera down, and then I'm going to open up the possibility packet where I'm going to decide what page or pages I'm going to do today. I don't have a whole lot of time, running errands and the like. You know what it's like. See you on the flip side. Okay, so we have my journal, which I have some colored papers that I've jelly printed, some blank papers that just are pre-gessoed, so the ready basic foundation layers. Also in here, sometimes I've gone and I've put pictures, whether it's during this month's theme or last, and I've just kind of taped pictures on here, like the turtle. I like how it's going on that black, on the brown background. And I know for a fact that I'm going to use the turtle in Perseverance because it just seems like it's a natural fit. So I'm just going to unpack what I have in my possibility packet. So I have my quotes and sentiments. So I'm going to have that right here. And I'm going to pull out some of the pictures that I've pulled. I just want to see, some of what I have in here. Now, in the video, there's a video that you'll see kind of between creating the possibility packet and this video. And in that video, I am going to show you ways to use your out of the studio time to get yourself even more ready for your art journal sessions, to streamline it even more. And so if you watch the possibility packet creation one and you're looking at this, you're going to notice that there are some changes. That's because I did another session in here, and I'm going to show you, give you some tips to help you get to that point so you can do this as well. I'm not sure that's in there. So this is just kind of the process that I go through. So now I have the quotes, and I have no idea which one I'm going to do, and I'm just going to go through this. Now, as I was pulling together the possibility packet, I'm thinking, you know, I don't like this page at all. And when I pulled the possibility packet, one of the things that I pulled is this. I love these succulent. I love to create this in my garden, but so I'm going to preserve basically this background, but I'm going to cover this up. I don't like the colors. It's just very muddy to me. And so what I'm going to do is that is going to be my starting point. And then, you know, I could put a dragonfly on there if I wanted. And then we're going to play with sentiment. So that's where we're going to start. It's going to be kind of easy. Now, with your art journal page, no matter what kind of journal, you're going to have holes in there. So you want to avoid that. So what I might, no, I like it this orientation. And what I'm going to do is just, I think I'm going to go for the torn edge. Now if you rip up, you get the white on the top. And if you rip down, you don't. I like having that exposed edge, so I'm going to rip up. And basically, I'm going to just do that. So you can pick any kind of nice background paper, and that becomes a quick background for you. If you like the colors in those magazines, that you can do. So I'm going to slightly put that there. I'm not going to worry about the edges. I'm going to fill that in. I got a little too straight here. Okay, we're just going to go like that. What I'm going to do is just get a coat of gesso. I'm just going to gesso out the sides. I will probably colorize this in some way, I don't know yet. So I'm working on this Tim Holtz platform, which is a new addition to my studio, and I'm loving it. The glass is so nice. The thing I don't like is the noise, especially when you're making videos. But it cleans up so nicely, and seems to be the answer for me. I was getting tired of buying new craft mats. I don't know, I just seem to be particularly hard on them. A little bit more. Now I could have taken just a plain one of the gessoed sheets at the back, but I really didn't like this color, so this page, and it bothered me every time I looked at my thing. So I'm going to give this a dry and clean this up, and we'll be back. So to clean it up, I'm just spraying with my Murphy's Oil Soap dish detergent mixture, and even if it's dried on, it just lifts so quick and easy with a baby wipe or a rag. And one of the things that I've gotten into, my wardrobe is kind of changing as I lose weight, but what I'm doing with some of the t-shirts and things that, you know, they become paint shirts at one time, and now, you know, once they're just even too big for that, I'm just, I cut them up and I use them as rags. So I have a whole bunch of rags and then I just throw them out. So, you know, saving the environment, I guess. Okay, so I'm also, for the sake of videoing, I love the black background. What I don't like is that you can now see me, the reflection, so I have to be aware of that. So that's going to go there. And I'm thinking around the edges, maybe brown. So I'm grabbed some burnt umber and some unbleached titanium. And I'm just going to put that on the side here. There's kind of a mixing palette, which I love. I'm liking the look of this. You know, when you buy something, you just never know if it really is going to be what you want it to be, right? Solve the problem that you have, or and I'm just putting that on. I don't want to even blend it too much. I want it to be, yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. I remembered that I had bought this Mixed Media 2 Tim Holtz collection. You got 4 stamps. And I think I'm gonna try this one on here, and I'm just gonna use my archival ink instead of kind of liking the look of that. Kind of built a frame. And this, you know, for when we apply texture, this is perfect. And since I usually take them off of my built wooden blocks, that's great. So I'm going to just put that, and we're going to get some matte medium. Like, the only thing I had a plan for here was that I thought this would make a cool background. And so that's a good technique to use. And, you know, we all have access to magazines of some sort, catalogs even, you know, you just take the colors, what you're going to build on. I love the color combo here. The brown with this succulent green color. Didn't pay attention to the so if I can find the stamp, I will, but if you don't have that stamp, you can use whatever. I think these are good basic ones, and I'm really happy to add them to my thing, but if you don't have it, you can use anything. You can use bubble wrap, you can use saran wrap. Okay, so I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, you know, I've got some of these extra succulents here. I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife. Another benefit of the Tim Holtz thing, you can cut right on it. My preferred way of fussy cutting. And then I can just add some places. Yeah, I kind of like that. I might add down here as well. So if you have a theme that you would like me to work on for the quote journal, put it in the comment section. I have a list, but you know what? I'm always open to new ideas. Likewise, if there's a technique that you would like me to use while I do it, even the ideas that I have for videos, for art pieces, you know, does takes a while before they actually see the light of day. I'd just like to take this opportunity to thank Barbara for her donation to my PayPal link. Your support, your friendship, your creationship over online is just means the world to me. I just love that this YouTube channel has, you know, I've met so many creative, wonderful people the world over. It truly has been a blessing. And, you know, I can't believe that I've pretty much been doing YouTube videos 3-4 years now. Who'd have thunk? I'm gonna maybe put that one up here. Just get rid of some hard edges. And maybe this one can go here. Yeah, that looks better. We're going to basically try to make this look like this was the page all along. The art journal is to have fun, to explore, to, you know, experiment, have you. What I do in my art journal often translates into, I get ideas for colors, I get ideas for orientation, like here, the colors. I like the brown and that green color. And now that it's incorporated in this quote journal, it will be here. I will be able to look at it and go, oh, you know, I remember I wanted to do that. So quick tip, I've talked about this, but if you take, you know, you have your gel medium, and if you're not done your session, instead of putting this in water and then having to dry it off, just wrap it in some saran wrap and leave that on your desk. And then it only goes in the water when you're all done. And that way, you know, you're not wasting product and it's just easier to do. Okay, so now I need my sentiments here. So I'm going to avoid any that might be tied to a particular focal point. Okay, that one I think is, I mean, I could do that and rip it and have it surround, but I think it's too big. No, I think there might be a better plan. Some of these I have notes written on, like turtle. So we're going back to the turtle one. I think I'll put that one aside. If I have this, falling down is an accident. Staying down is a choice. Maybe I can put that in two things. That can kind of go there. And I'm looking in the camera. And if you're not videotaping, of course, take a picture with your phone. That might work too. That's not bad. Oh, that one's good too. Life offers you a second chance. It's called tomorrow. No. Oh, you know what? I'm kind of liking this one. This one or this one. So I'm going to put these out. So addition and then choose. And I'm still thinking that, you know what? I think that adding more is just too much. So now both of these I need to cut in order to try them. And just a reminder, yeah, I will put a link to that video where in between creating the possibility packet and what you see today. Okay, I like that up there, but I'm almost tempted. And that's where I buy these at the dollar store, just the little mini baggies, and then you can just put all the pieces in here if you choose to not use that one. I want to audition this one. And see, I could do that. I could just kind of cut around there. Some sentiments work better. They seem to fall into place. They look better when you cut them apart. Some do better when they're together, and it also depends on the font. This sentiment pack, along with the sentiment pack that I created for last month's theme, are available now. There are 32 sentiments in this month's Perseverance, and last month, and I'm blanking on what the change was the quote or the theme. And they're perfect for this size. Okay. So what I'm going to do is set up both of them, take a picture, and we'll be back with my decision. Okay, so I took a picture of both of them, and I will post both of them. You can vote on which one you like better. And this is the one that I just chose to do. I'm going to get rid of a little bit more of the white. Okay. Unpackage this from here. Do I want to, you know, I'm fine with the white. I was going to edge it a little bit, but I can always come back. Oh, you know what? I know what I'm going to do. I know what I'm going to do. Now, if I was decoupaging this all on, if I had cut out all of these and put them on, then I could layer it. Had I thought of that again, you know, ahead of time. And then back in here. And dry. So this has a coat of gel medium. So we can use this. I bought these. And, you know, I have not really used them too terribly much. So I'm just dotting. And because it has gel medium, it's just going to work. It works wonderfully well. I just need to use it. So now's the time. And then this is permanent, which I like. You can use watercolor pencils. You can use, I've got a brown Stabilo. But I'm going to have to remember to use this on the Quickfire journal because it is permanent and you get all the colors. So no matter what color the background is or ends up being, you can edge it appropriately. What you need to do is just make sure that you have a coat of gel medium on it, which makes it, you're able to blend it a little bit. You get some open time. And then it is permanent. So if you add a layer later or some wet medium, it is not going to reactivate. And I'm all over that because I think that's a very, you know, potential frustration we can avoid. The Faber-Castell, you can get the thin ones or the big brush. They contain the same ink. And once dry, permanent. I can't think what, oh, Vicky does a lot with her pit art. Vicky Papineau, I think. She's Greek. She does wonderful, wonderful, wonderful videos, and she does a lot of that. And that's why I ended up buying them. Because I thought she does a lot of coloring of her stamped images that she then cuts and puts on her art journal pages and stuff. There we go. One other thing I think I'm going to do here, and we'll just use the black. Oops. A little heavy-handed there, Karen. If you're tired of starting over, stop giving up. Don't give up. You know, when you are starting art journaling or anything, initially it's going to feel very awkward. It's going to feel very forced. It's going to, what you're going to create may not look like what you want it to look like. Just keep plugging along and don't give up. Give me a comment, ask me a question, share this video with your creative friends. Bye for now.